Good morning. Biker boots, biker boots, biker boots, bootsy bikey boots. Is this Neil's? Yes it is. Is that Neil's? Yes it is. Look out. Here comes the biker boots. Part of your new dance for Strictly this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear. Actually, I think
the toe tap.
On one thing, Jason did say that the girls might have to wear Doc Martens.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you also say, can we get Joe back for a dance? Because he was so great from
He's
2018.
always asking about it.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Kiefer was different this morning.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. That can't be right.
No, but it was different. It had like, I think it's growing even more.
Oh.
Look.
Maybe it's time to, you know, maybe put the...
That residue's never been there before.
No, it's not, is it?
I'm gonna Google it on the train.
Well, hey, look, maybe Google it before drinking whatever the hell's in that glass still.
Because look, residue.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Maybe it's time to, you know, maybe put down the sieve and call it a day, I guess, on the old Kiefer phase of your life. See? I do that. That's my Kiefer.
You look so tired today.
I'm very tired. It's like 6:40 a.m. Diane comes in, wakes me up and goes, Joe. Psst. Joey, can you take me to the station? Because it's fucking raining outside. I make you sound like the guy from Crocodile Dundee. So yeah.
I'm gonna have for my lunch today.
So Vito's cake?
No. So I got this stuff sent to me.
The omelette cake?
No. These are these are so good.
Stop plugging brands in my vlogs.
I know, but it's...
Hey, can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you help me move this? Dinister.
Now, watch your vlog, your last vlog in the car.
Yeah?
It's very good.
Not whilst driving, I hope.
No, when I was on my way home and they were driving me home.
Yeah.
I love how you're doing art and stuff now.
Yeah, people seem to really, actually, yeah, guys, you seem to really enjoy that. Someone left a comment saying, if I find it, I'll pop up the screen now, saying, I think Art Joe is my favourite of all the Joes. Even more so than...
I love Art Joe as well. I like when Art Joe wears his colourful pants.
with the art splats on it. Maybe I'll do that today. Alas, possibly no art in this video today. One thing I have got today is I've got a couple of meetings.
Do you think I should wear my new jumper, or is it too hot for that?
Well, you're wearing a cricket jumper.
Yeah.
The Ashes is on, so maybe that jumper is very fitting.
True, but this is actually tennis.
And the Aussies have already won the Ashes, which is a bit really annoying.
Have they?
Yeah. No, I like that jumper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can always wear the other one another time, can't I?
Exactly. As you can probably see from the state of my face, I am not a morning person. Me and Diane basically have the same amount of sleep every night. She's like that in the morning. I'm like this. Maybe it's the kefir. Maybe she's right. Maybe drinking that weird drink is actually making her glow, shine. What's the phrase? I don't know. You're all sat there right now, watching this, eating your dinner, thinking, Joe, where are you sat right now? Are you hovering in midair? How are you doing this? Are you like one of those guys in Covent Garden who just sits there and hovers all day? No, is the answer. We had another piece of furniture arrive yesterday in the form of a sofa for the end of the hallway type thing. So it separates from the kitchen and the dining room, but we've got this, let me just show you actually. So we ended up getting this sofa delivered yesterday, which in the shop, it was white. They sent it and they said, oh no, you ordered mink colour. I don't even know what colour minks are, to be honest, but that is a different colour to what we ordered, but in a way, when it arrived, he did say, look, you know, you can easily send it back or get someone to come out and take it away and replace it if you don't want it. But actually, I prefer that colour. I think when we've got the new rug down, which is coming on tomorrow, actually, Friday, which exactly the same as this rug, but a smaller version, which is from Dunelm. I mean, I'm feeling like a proper furniture influencer, telling you where I got these things from. Dunelm. And also, we got this, which is a little coffee table with little wooden legs. Look at his little cute wooden legs. Because the marble of that matches the marble of this. And also, I like the natural colour wood. I want to try and get as many natural textures in here as possible. So when that's on the rug, with that, I think that, and we can also inject a little bit of colour with some cushions if we need to, or kind of keep it like this, but I actually prefer this colour. And luckily, so does this one. Rock and roll. So it really is starting to feel like we're putting our touch to it. It's so nice when the furniture starts arriving. We're still waiting on a sofa. That'll probably be the last thing to turn up, the sofa, and maybe I really want to treat us and get us a new mattress.
I feel like that could go more towards the front of the door or whatever.
Oh, what? So when you walk in, you see a fake plant?
On the corner.
Can I remind you of a book called Grow Out, which is all about embracing nature and getting real things. Also, actually, the name has been picked. Yesterday I went through the comments and I picked the name for the biggest dickus plant. And he's called, drumroll please, Diane. Oh, it's taking selfies.
Called Diane?
No, oh no, it's not called Diane. No, it's not called Diane.
Oh.
It's called Fergus.
Fergus.
Fergus the fig tree.
Is it a fig tree?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's an indoor fig.
Oh, wow.
But we've also bought an outdoor fig.
Really?
Yeah, come, I'll show you. Bye, my darling. Have a great time at work.
Thank you.
Oh, your train's here now.
Shut up.
Is that it?
Is it?
No, it's one before you.
Oh, don't.
Well, have a lovely time.
Thanks for dropping me off.
Did
Do I get a coffee or do I not?
Oh, I was going to say from me. I haven't brought a flask with me. Yeah, why not? Do it. Or you might shit yourself on the train.
Might wait till I get into London.
Whoa, who is this Diane?
Oh no.
Oh my God, right. Have a good day.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Make sure you keep your shoes nice.
I will. Do you think you'll be able to pick me up later on?
Yeah, possibly. What time are you back?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well text me, let me know.
That? Oh, I thought that was thunder.
Thunder.
Got me, Brolly.
Thunder.
Right. Love you.
I'll
see you later on.
Bye.
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 Maybe I could bring us home some takeaway.
Oh my God. It'd probably be cold, but try it. Thunder. Thunder. Song stuck in my head.
I was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
Too early for this. Enough of that, because I don't want that copyright strike. I'm going to make myself a quick cup of tea before my first meeting of the day, which I'm going to go with this mug. What does that remind you of? Wow. Good times. Do you ever pretend that you're a crane? Put your tea bag in your mug in the morning? Nah, me neither. Also, on the subject of musicals, I did audition for another musical a few months ago now. I did find out recently that that it was not meant to be. I didn't get the role. In a way, I see it as like a blessing. It would have been wicked, and I think that I think I would have done a good job, but it was not meant to be. But it's good. It was nice to sort of. It was good to do an audition again. I was really happy with my audition as well. Right, I've done my meeting. Obviously, couldn't take you guys along with me because it would be fun to do so, actually. I'm sure it'd be very, very interesting. I would be well interested in watching somebody else have the meeting I had. But it was really good, really, really helpful. I feel good. My brain feels like it now needs a little rest. But it's, yeah, it's super, super helpful. So I had my friends come down to stay not long ago, and they all asked me to say, oh, like, when my mum or my dad asks, what's Joe up to? I never know what to say now. I do get that more often. Now that I have kind of moved slightly from where I was 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even longer than that now. How long ago was, yeah, oh my God, 6 or 7 years ago now. Now that I've sort of moved on from that stuff onto this new chapter of my life, it's harder for my friends to explain what it is I'm doing. Obviously still make vlogs, stream, although I haven't streamed in ages. Need to get that PC fixed today. Remind me, we've got to get that PC working because tomorrow is Friday and I would like to stream soon, Morty. But my life, my time is now moving on to this new chapter of my life, obviously with the management company, MVE, that I've co-founded with Casper, but also with the production company, Final Straw Productions, which I mentioned before in a vlog. I took you on a day to the office to show that. And that's something that is obviously the next chapter of my life. That's what this all stuff has kind of like weaved its way into, and this is the sort of now the journey that I'm on. In saying that though, I have always had this kind of like ongoing conflict in my head since like post Strictly of like, I don't just want to let my channels sit there and not be used. I watched 2 videos recently that I thought were really interesting, both from people that are very close to me. First one was Tyler Oakley's video called Aging on the Internet, I think it's called. I will leave a link for it down below if you haven't seen it yet. I watched that, and a lot of the stuff that Tyler said I completely resonated with, which is quite rare in this career that we're in, especially at the point that we've been in, the time that we've been online for and where we're at in our careers. A lot of it was like, oh my God, that's how I feel. And you've put it into words so beautifully in your video, which for me, you'll know I'm a waffler. I say a lot without saying much in my videos. And I've wanted to try and explain in my vlogs and my videos sometimes some of the points that Tyler makes in his, and I'm like, he just has hit the nail on the head. Americans are just better at public speaking, aren't they? Just know how to say stuff. But yeah, so there's some things in that video that I really agreed with and sort of hit home with me, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, that's how I feel. With the ThatcherJoe channel, I probably think about that channel at least once a day, I reckon. The ThatcherJoe channel pops into my head to just go, I'm still here. What are we doing? Are we posting? Are we not posting? I'm just sat here doing nothing, collecting dust. To which I'm like, I still love that channel. That channel is what started all this. But my plan has been, and the plan is starting to hopefully come into fruition. The goal is to use Final Straw, my production company, Final Straw Productions, to work alongside ThatcherJoe channel to create, to test out ideas to put on that channel, to have that as the platform and the place to try out these new ideas that are kind of like that resonate now more with what I'm trying to do with my career and where I'm trying to go in my life. Are you still with me? Hopefully you are. I'm a creative thinker, I'm imaginative, a bit over imaginative at some points, to the point where I'm very bad at getting my words out and talking a lot of the time and explaining myself. Like I said, I like to ramble and say a lot that doesn't really cover a lot, but I like to come up with ideas, and I've got all these ideas still in my head that I want to test out and make, and that I think could have potential to be turned into formats, like reoccurring formats. But that is essentially what I would love to try and do, rather than just the ThatcherJoe channel just be sat there. I don't want to sit there. I never do, because it's such a big part of my life, and if I can, I would like to do everything I can within my limits to make it still at least do something that keeps my creative juices going and things like that. So the plan is, Final Straw, I've got a lot of fun, exciting ideas that we're working on. We want to turn those into pilots and drop those pilots onto the ThatcherJoe channel, and eventually get to the point where there's regular content coming out on the ThatcherJoe channel again, of lots of different formats that we're trying out. Some with me in, actually, eventually some without me in. But that leads me on to my other point that I was thinking. I was like, how come, like, in a way, like I have 4 channels, if you include In the Pan. And like, now, in hindsight, I'm like, it would be so much easier if I had just the one channel. There would still constantly be content going out on that channel. Someone said to me the other day, they said, why don't you just put your vlogs on your biggest channel? And I was like, but this channel's ThatcherJoe Vlogs. This is the vlog channel. It keeps everything in one place. ThatcherJoe was for the more sort of structured challenge videos, impressions videos, the sort of standalone things, whereas this channel is very much more a day in my life. But then they said, yeah, but surely the ThatcherJoe channel has all your vlog channel audience. And I was like, possibly, I don't know. I don't want to confuse people and make people then have to go all the way back to the other channel, but then it's on the same platform. So I want to ask, not saying I'm going to do this, because I'm still very much firmly in the camp of vlogs are for the vlog channel. This channel is for Final Straw to test out ideas on, and for me to eventually start threading in my own ideas into there as well. Gaming channel is, I mean, Gaming channel still is one of my favorite channels. I would happily still sit down and do Let's Plays if people would watch them, but I just feel like at the moment, YouTube ain't the place for Let's Plays unless you are a very well established Let's Play gamer. And then in the pan, we have now got a new kitchen, but we need a producer to come in and help us shoot that stuff, and it would be difficult, I think, to get that scheduled in, especially now that we're going into strictly season. How many of you watching these vlogs are just subscribed to the vlog channel? How much of a pain in the arse would it be for you as a subscriber of this channel to just watch it on my ThatcherJoe channel instead? Would that be weird? What are your thoughts on that? I would be interested to know. And once again, not saying that I'm going to do that, just theoretically, because it's on the same platform, I feel like it wouldn't be as much of a pain for you guys watching as it would be for me to upload vlogs when I've got a vlog channel. But I just saw Elon Musk rebrand Twitter just to X. So I'm thinking maybe there needs to be a reshuffle. Definitely some new banners need to be made, that's for sure. Because I've still got the same old banner on this channel that I've had since I started. I'm just thinking a lot about what I can do to make this whole space work more fluid and be more streamlined. And the main point that I actually came on to talk about was I still love ThatcherJoe, and I still fully do intend to use that as a platform for this new area of my life that I'm super excited and passionate about. These ideas that I'm working on, I want to use ThatcherJoe as a place to kind of, in a way, work alongside you watching to figure out what shows work best, what shows could do with some improvement, and just test lots of little cool fun ideas, which is essentially what I did on the ThatcherJoe channel for the last 10 years. It's gonna be a long road, but I'm taking you lot along the process. Come along with me for the highs and lows of running the business. You're gonna come along for the highs and lows of getting commissioner meetings and going in, being all confident, being like, yes, this is exactly what your channel needs, to the lows of being told, no, it's not what we're looking for. But thanks anyway for the last 5 months of working on this idea. Maybe another time. This feels like it's a long-winded, chatty bit of the vlog, which is gonna be a pain in the arse to edit. Hopefully it's interesting for you. But either way, it's exciting, and I'm just itching to get going. I think September is when, I think we're looking at September for the VR show idea. You may not have heard about this, but ages ago there was a press release from Sony or something saying that there's a show, a VR reality game show that I'm going to be releasing on my channel, which is still the case. It is still coming out. I just want to highlight it's a pilot. So it's a pilot for a show that we've done, which is kind of like a test run essentially of what we're wanting to do with this company. Bear in mind we filmed it quite a while ago, so just take that in mind when you watch it. Yeah, bye. It's been a real day of being like inside, having meetings. I had another meeting, done a bit of work on my office, a bit of work in the office as well, and now, and then I had another meeting, and followed by 2 or 3 phone calls after that. So it's been a real day of admin-y meetings, and I'm gonna go for a run. And I've not done any exercise since I started getting this sore throat cold thing last Wednesday. It's a bit of a shame really, because I was well and truly on a roll with like the gym. I was putting on, believe it or not, I was putting on muscle and weight and stuff, which is really good for me and is exactly what I needed. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like this is always the way, in it. You end up getting like coming down with an illness, and it really throws a spanner in the works. We get back into it with a nice jog. You know me by now. I've had a day inside all day sat in front of a computer. I have to get out. And it does look like it's gonna rain, but in a way I don't mind that. As long as I'm getting out and getting some fresh air and moving my body a little bit. So yeah, watch me do exercise. Now I love running, but I found the first like 2-3 Ks are always a real struggle for me. So I'm not a good 5K-er. My best 5K time when I lived in London was like 22 minutes, I think. But when I get past 5K, I'm not going for a good 5K time. I can just run all day. I have to get through this, like, the first 3Ks is always just like stitches, feeling like you're gonna have a heart attack, cramp, all that kind of stuff. Once you get past that bit, it's easy. I reckon I could do a 10K relatively quite easy. But it's just, its first 3Ks are always the worst. And also it doesn't help that my nose is just full of snot. And I know that I'm vlogging a lot more at the moment and getting into my vlogging again, but don't expect any Casey Neistat style running shot, okay? Oh, hello. You all right? Oh, I need a poo. You know what I've just thought? You never see, like, in period dramas like Downton Abbey or Pride and Prejudice, you never see anyone going out for a run, do you? Like a jog. I've never seen it anyway. Did people actually jog back in those days? Like Georgian times and Elizabethan times? What do you reckon? I think they had gyms back then, but did they ever go for, like, I've never seen in like an episode of Bridgerton or whatever, anyone going for like a jog. Just crossed my mind now as I'm crossing this bridge. Oh shit. Ah, Mr. Darcy, would you care to take a jog with me around the estate? Didn't happen, did it? Never. There was no running for exercise back in those days. I need to see some proof. And as soon as it's time to sit down, it's time to get back up again, get into the car to pick up my beautiful girlfriend.
I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah, how are the legs?
Such a full-on day.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you.
Good fun though?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've really got your use out of that Neil jacket today, ain't you? Worn it every day this week.
What did you bring me from London town? Did you bring me treasures? What is this you bring?
Lasagna al forno.
Lasagna al forno. From Italy?
Yeah.
I always think that M&S lasagna, before it's cooked, looks like wrinkly skin. It's the best lasagna, but before it goes in the oven, it's the worst looking lasagna. Update on Vito's cake. It's not looking good. Have you seen this?
Oh.
Come look at Vito's cake.
Oh no.
Look.
Oh no.
Why is that?
It's like that mask you did on your face.
I feel like I can't show this in the vlog. but take from me and Diane's reactions.
You can show it, why?
Because it's growing a different... I mean, I'm surprised you're not trying to eat it. You probably think it's good for you. It's growing organisms on it, let's say. It's got a little bit of fur on it. Turns out these cake tins don't really keep the cake that fresh. Or maybe it's because it's made out of just egg. If you left an egg out, it'd probably do the same thing, wouldn't it? So, yeah. RIP to Vito's cake. We managed to get through half of it. Vito, it was delicious. But
do you know why I say that's why you freeze things?
She says, as I've just noticed in the fridge.
Oh, my little flowers, I'm too devastated to get rid of them because...
The edible flowers are definitely not edible anymore. In fact, have they gone mouldy?
They have.
Oh my God. They have.
Why is everything going mouldy?
They've gone first. Smell that. Bad?
Oh, yeah.
You should have frozen. After being in the oven for half an hour, it is looking less old person wrinkly skin and more fucking hot. Now, before I call it a day on today's vlog, I've got a little question for you, for you DIYers. Also, thank you so much for everyone's advice on the cabinet downstairs. A lot of you saying like, yeah, if you paid lots of money for it, take it back or get someone to come out and fix it. A lot of people as well saying that it should be quite an easy thing to do. You just got to basically twist a screw in there and it should realign it or something with the hinges, which I thought might be the case. But new task for you. This rack here is from my old desk. I want to somehow get something like a U-nail and screw it into up here so I can do all my cable management underneath the desk. But the thing is, what do I need to get from like a B&Q or somewhere that's not a U-nail? Because I don't want to hammer U-nails into this wood. There's got to be some sort of screw thing, like a bit of metal with two screws either side that I can use to screw in, safety, to screw in up there. What is it that I'd need? What's it called? What's a little bit of metal or like a bit of like metal with two holes either end that I screw into the top? Just need 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 and 6 just to hold it underneath the desk so I can do the cable management and sort all this out, because I was planning on getting all this done today, but time's got away from me. So I still don't have a setup. And also, I don't know why, but I'm really struggling with this camera at the moment. Why is it sticking out so far? How did it look on my old setup? Why is that not doing its, look, why? Everything else is looking good, sort of. I'm actually thinking now, it's got to that point where I've actually had people reach out to me saying, look, if you're gonna upgrade your PC, because I remember if you watch my Twitch streams, you'll know that I've had some issues with my streaming PC, my only PC actually. It's old. Turns out it's like 12 years old, that PC. No, it can't be 12 years old. That PC is like 5-6 years old, maybe even older than that, I don't know. It's a very old PC, so apparently, I thought it was fine, but apparently you've got to keep updating your tech and all that kind of thing. People did reach out to me and said, look, you need a new PC. I can hook you up with somebody who can sort you out with a good, decent PC. That time has almost arrived. Obviously, I knew that we were moving back then. So I was like, look, thank you for the offer, but I'm going to hold off for a bit because low key, I'm moving house soon. So there's no point in me getting a PC now until I've got my new setup sorted. I am now at that point where I'm looking at my setup and it's all very much out of date. So if you have any recommendations of what I should do to improve my setup, this is what I'm working with so far. I've got these two Asus monitors, which when I look at it on the table, I think it's an okay size, but I could probably get two bigger monitors, but I don't know if I need bigger monitors. I've got these old speakers, which I need to try and work out how I actually use those with the PC to play sound outwards through those as well as through the headphones, or either or kind of thing. I've got this mic, which now works. Thank goodness, just need this new cable. And I like this mic. I have been looking at the Elgato arms though, rather than these Rode ones, which are great and serve their purpose well. I am looking at the more sort of, I think the Elgato ones could be the new way to go, especially for this, whatever's going on here. I've got the Elgato face cam, which is actually wicked, and the Elgato key lights. Don't know why they've gone this sort of like weird, had these weird like marks on them. I've never touched them, but in time I feel like it sort of like burns the inside of it. Can anyone explain why they go that color? Other than that, got me my old school keyboard and mouse. And the PC, which is over here, which, I mean, still works. It still does its job. But I might look at doing this and another one. So I've got one for streaming and one for actually playing games on. It's got a better graphics card and can handle and run Counter-Strike in the best possible settings. That's what I want. But yeah, let me know. Gamers, tech people, people that enjoy working on setups. This is this side of the room. Let me know what you think I could do to improve. I have spoke to a few people already, including my good friend Grant Hines, who I love to pieces. He's already said, dude, you should speak to these guys. These guys will sort you right out with the greatest stuff. They want to work with people like you. Here's a link, check them out. So I need, Grant, if you're watching, I do, yes, thank you for the link. I will check them out. They do look really great. So I will hit them up and say, look, hey, do you want to sponsor one of the worst gamers of all time? Who knows, maybe. Where does the bedding end and the Diane begin? You're very camouflaged in this bedding.
I know.
And on that, I am going to end today's vlog. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you again tomorrow with another one. Remember, I ain't no daily vlogger.